Today, we're going to break down a really specific argument about the detention of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB. A former Nigerian lawmaker, Uche Onyegocha, says that almost everyone talking about this is missing one critical word, a word he believes changes the entire conversation.
And that word is unconditionally. This single quote, it's the entire foundation of Onyegocha's argument. He's saying it's not just about getting Kanu out, it's about how he gets out. And that distinction, as you'll see, is absolutely everything. So let's dive into this first part, what Onyegocha calls the unconditional demand. Because for him, the nuance here is the whole point. He basically says that a lot of people, even Kanu's supporters, are accidentally weakening their own case when they just call for his release. He thinks they're missing a very strong element. The demand, he insists, has to be explicitly for an unconditional release. So why is that one word so important? Well, it ties directly into the legal foundation of his entire case.
And that leads us straight to the legal heart of the matter, which he frames as a fundamental right to agitate.
Now this, right here, is the key. Onyegocha's entire argument really hinges on this one idea, that advocating for Biafran self-determination is not a crime. In fact, he claims it's a right that's actually protected under Nigeria's own laws.
So just so we're all on the same page, what exactly is self-determination? It's a pretty well-known concept in law that basically says a group of people have the right to choose their own political path and shape their own future. This is the legal principle Onyegocha is pulling from.
And he puts it very plainly here. This isn't just about one guy, Nnamdi Kanu. He frames it as a collective right that belongs to both the individual and the people he represents. Which, of course, raises a huge question. If it's a legal right, why is he still detained? Well, according to Onyegocha, that brings us to the most explosive part of his claim, what he calls the alleged secret condition. This is where the story shifts from a legal debate to an accusation about what's happening behind closed doors. Onyegocha suggests there's a very specific, hidden reason for this whole stalemate. And he doesn't hold back. He says, I know as a fact that the government has tried to negotiate with Kanu. So in his mind, this isn't just speculation. He's presenting it as something he is certain about. And here's the supposed deal on the table. Freedom, but only if he renounces the entire Biafran cause. You can see how, according to Onyegocha, this is why that word unconditional is so critical. He's saying the government is trying to attach a massive condition to his release. This alleged offer, it sets up this huge clash of principles. So let's look at the other side of this supposed negotiation. Why, according to Onyegocha, Kanu won't take the deal? This really lays out the standoff perfectly. On one side, you have the alleged government demand, give up the cause, and you can walk free. And on the other, what Onyegocha describes as Kanu's stance, an absolute refusal because freedom shouldn't come with conditions. So the way Onyegocha sees it, this isn't just stubbornness, it's a principled stand. I mean, think about it. If you truly believe that agitation is your legal right, then being asked to renounce that right as a condition for your own freedom, well, in his view, that's just an illegitimate demand. He doesn't have to do it. So, why would the government allegedly insist on this condition in the first place? Onyegocha chalks it up to one simple thing: fear. He claims they're worried that if Kanu is released unconditionally, he'll just walk out the door and immediately get back to his activism. This entire argument, the legal rights, the alleged secret deal, this principled standoff, it all builds to one final, much bigger question that Onyegocha leaves us with. And this is it. It's a question that really zooms out from Nnamdi Kanu, the individual, and puts the spotlight on the entire country. Onyegocha is essentially asking, with all the challenges Nigeria is facing right now, why would the argument for something like self-determination just go away? It's a really challenging question to end on, and it's meant to make you think about the root causes behind all of this.